You should let Don Adams pick your name.
I thought we were live the entire time.
Every song is a fucking journey.
This is the worst tour I've ever done.
Anthony Crawford says Gene Simmons is crazy.
Black Album was one of the greatest fucking records of all time.
Dude, that dude is crazy. Rock and roll ain't dead.
Metal was banned.
What was the reason why it was banned?
Politics and religion.
Next record's 3-chord rock.
Yeah, we're gonna do an AC/DC record.
When we do the next record take, we need to interview the producer and just make sure that they're not going to invade the Capitol.
I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself.
Thank you so much!
This is why I get banned from tours.
Nobody does anything to get anyone in trouble. Like, no alcohol is consumed on the bus.
Just yoga and prayers.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Witherfall Weekly, Episode 1. And I'm off the wagon. Our guest tonight is Chris Furney from the Hell Hath No Furney Show. We're going to get into that and all the details behind that a little bit later. Chris, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, it's me, Chris Furney. How's everybody doing that's watching out there?
They're not going to answer you unless they comment on the chat board.
Well, what?
Hey, I'm gonna put your YouTube handle down there for everyone to see, so they can go check out what you're trying to do over there. You just started your show not too long ago, so it's a process, right? So tell us what you've been up
to. Same old thing with metal music as long as I can remember. So you know as well as I do, my metal music goes with me for many years. Starting with Black Sabbath and Ozzy when I was a kid.
Let's see. I think we have Don Adams joining us shortly, and possibly Jake Dreyer. I don't know what shenanigans he's up to over there at his place.
Oh no, who knows what he's doing? He's probably got another guitar or something.
Well, I know that he's we're going to start writing another record soon, so he's probably working on some guitar parts or something. Or drinking one.
Well, you know, me and Chad are both slowly working on a doom black metal project, and we're writing songs and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting when it's done. So, plus Chad is also working on a power metal group on the side too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's it like?
Don't know yet. They haven't initially started that project yet, but the black metal project that me and Chad have been working on, it's been a slow and a crazy process. We've gone through a few people, kind of some interesting stories, but eventually we'll get there and we'll have something. But we've got lyrics and everything that are going and writing music and all that. He's writing a lot of it. I'm doing guitar, and I don't know if I'm going to do drums on this. Somebody else might be doing drums. Actually, the drummer to his other band, Inhumanus, we might have him come in and play drums.
Right. So a lot of people don't even know your history. Why don't you fill us in for where you're calling from?
My history? From the beginning, if I go to the beginning, like I said, I was like my whole music history. I've been in the music since I was a kid and listening to rock and metal.
Chris?
Huh?
Where are you calling from?
I don't know. I'm trying to think where I should start.
Well, you're in upstate New York, right?
Right. Our old hometown. Yep.
Yeah.
Home city.
We filmed a music video there, and we did the record there. Let's see if I can. Let me show everyone what we're talking.
days, the old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure some of the fans have seen some of our old pictures of our old band, like when we played live over at, what do you call it? 3 times we played over there, and I can't think of the freaking, excuse my language, the name.
Are you talking about Albies?
Albies, where remember that? We played there 3 times.
You know, I think I heard a rumor that Albies in prison.
I heard that too, actually. I'm not sure who said that, but I did hear the same thing. So,
Yeah.
but here's an old rumor for you, because we really don't know, but somewhere our old demo is flying around somewhere.
Which demo?
The first one we did over in Bob's studio.
Oh, Bob Aquaviva?
Yeah, Bob's studio. That one's floating around somewhere. And somewhere in my VCR tapes, there is the footage that was mixed with one of the demo songs to one of the, I think it was the second show we did at Albies. That exists on VCR tapes somewhere.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you mixed that together. I think it was you and Dan that did that, right?
I think so.
I remember that.
If anyone in the audience has any questions, feel free to comment below. I've got Sybil Kibble says no audio. That's strange.
Oh, that's weird.
I wonder.
I mean, the audio was working fine on mine.
Anybody else? Oh, he could hear it. You know what? It probably went out when I showed that picture, Sybil. Do you have any questions for Chris? Jason,
you know who that is, Joe?
Who?
That's Jenny. Remember
Kenny?
Jenny? She used to play keyboards with me and John.
Wait, Kenny what?
Jenny.
Jenny?
Jennifer, yeah. She used to play the keyboards with the band, what do you call it? Chaos we were doing at the time.
Hold on. Save that story. I got Jake Dreyer. There's Mr. Dreyer.
Jake's going to love some of the stories
guys?
that. Actually, I'll have to send them the video.
Jake Dreyer in the house. Look at this.
On Sunday evening.
Jake!
Let's see.
Cheers, Chris.
Chris was in the middle of this fucking story about a band called, let's see, hon.
We were called Chaos. It was me and John. Me and John and Jen and this other girl named Hilda.
Hilda?
Yeah, she was this Norwegian kind of metal chick, kinda. I don't know. But anyways, we had 2 shows that do exist on the internet where we played in a coffee house. And I took a Beatles replica set and literally destroyed it.
Oh my God. Hey, we got some more people from Utica now joining in. Those tags must be working.
Nice.
Oh look, I did 40 days fucking sober, and I knew I had to drink for this. So cheers.
Yeah. Hey, cuz.
So what were you guys talking about? Chris, you were a drummer, right?
Yeah, we were talking about old Midnight Rain stories and a few other bands here and there.
Right on.
So there's a comment. Hey, I want one of our YouTube regulars to go and click on that link and tell us what that band is like.
What's that?
Sybil
The
just shared
Chaos stuff?
Yeah, there's a link here.
Because there's 2 videos or 3 videos that exist. Jenny's got them. Jenny has got them.
Oh man, I have a feeling the comment section is going to be fucking hilarious today.
Well, if they find the right one, the one that I was talking about with that band, my old band, they're going to see me literally almost destroy a Beatles kit.
Where'd you get the Beatles kit from?
Oh, it was one of the guys in one of the bands that night at the coffee house.
Oh, okay.
Jake, picture a coffee house with a kind of sort of metal band going.
Yeah, no, I've done my fair share of those when I was
Well, Joe,
long
you know what coffee house it was? It was Robin's old place there off of Genesee Street.
Vigo and Bats.
Yes.
Hilda Lowe.
Virgo Bat. Yeah.
That's a weird way to spell Hilda. Is it Hilda or Hildy?
Hilda. Hilda.
And what's with is that a Jewish name?
It's a Norwegian German name, something like that.
Steen?
Shit. Excuse my language.
Oh, no. What's the verdict?
It's I'm gonna say Norwegian actually.
Hilda,
like Celtic.
Norwegian German for sure.
I'm just guessing. It's gonna be like Celtic or something.
Lowenstein is not. Okay, Mizzy Foley. Do I go or does Chris go? And yes, we know Kathy. Kathy sells some of the vinyls for us. I definitely say hello to her little dog.
Right.
She's probably watching right now. Hilda is Belgian.
Whoa, interesting.
I think so. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm trying to look for those videos, Joe. The live videos from Chaos.
What did Hilda play?
She sang.
Oh, she sang. Okay. What was her vocal?
Yeah, she was a singer. Jen was a keyboardist, singer. John Searles played guitar, and me, I played drums, of course.
Cool.
Kiefer, that's right.
I know.
Kiefer. Chris, you still playing drums?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Of course.
Oh my God.
How's your Hell Hath No Fear Furney show going, man? I love that name.
Yeah, it's going. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Talking about records, metal records, other records. I mean, it's multiple music subject. I want to do more than that, though. I want to do CDs, and I also want to do Art Bell type stuff. Ghosts and aliens and the unknown and stuff that's just out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? Right.
That's cool.
But I want it to be a mix, just all sorts of different stuff.
Hey, Chris, Jason Clifford wants to know if you have the war daggers.
The what?
The war daggers.
Who wants to know this?
Jason Clifford. I think he lives in Utica.
Oh, Jesus. Yes. Wow, he remembers that. Oh, my God. That was a long time ago when I bought them. Joe, hold on. You guys hold on. I'll be right back in just 1 second, all right? Hold that thought.
Jake, we're going to have your family on next.
Okay. All right, everybody. Well, we have, I think it's still coming out on Tuesday, right? New single?
Yeah. A single and video. Actually, Don Adams is.
I just talked to Don.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's. I don't know if I can make it because of this video. He's cutting the video. Ugh.
Yep, I just talked to Don. So
you did.
You guys, you fans out there, will have something special here on Tuesday. If we can get it cut. Always down to the wire.
Jesus Christ.
All right. All right,
what's Chris got here?
Now, you were asking an interesting question about something.
Jake has war daggers, too.
Yeah.
They weren't given to me by a person in Utica, though. That might be a real one.
This I got, oh, God, quite a while back, 20 years ago, anyway.
It's like the cover of that Burzum record.
Oh, the famous demos.
Yeah.
The demos on CD where he's holding it.
Yeah.
He's holding it like this, like a. Trying to think. What else? Yeah, because I don't have my arm spikes. Those are put away for a little while.
Did you just say, oh my God, look at this?
What?
Here's his new band name.
What? New band name.
Furzum.
Burzum.
That's funny.
Was it Burzum? I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that
I
was
think Chris, you know more about black metal than us.
what's his name? That was remember my Burzum stuff. Lord Euronymous. No, Euronymous was the other one.
No, that was Mayhem.
Mayhem. Yeah, Mayhem was Euronymous.
Yeah. In Death,
Yep.
I think, or Dead. That was the guy's name.
Dead was the singer. Yep.
Yeah.
And then Varg Viconis is the other one. He used to play bass actually with Mayhem, and then he went to Burzum and.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, we
I know
tied
I
all
had
that
this
back
on.
in Norway with Hilda.
Yeah.
Although
You
she's
ever get
also
into black
called.
metal, Jake?
What's that?
ever get into
Look through these real quick. Shit.
Yeah, actually, I mean,
I
like
know I had this.
sometimes I'll listen to some
Yeah.
some black, but you know, it's. I mean, a lot of that stuff I'm gonna like get hated on, but the production's. I mean, it's raw for the sake of being raw.
Chris,
Right.
when I was growing up, Chris used to collect all those like tapes, like those
Yeah,
really.
I really like.
Yeah, I still have most of them. I still have most of them. They're in a stack of milk crates.
What?
Yeah.
A big stack of them from the floor to the ceiling.
That's not very death metal, Chris.
The ones I liked were
No.
I like the Dissection Storm of
Wait.
the Lights band, but that was a little bit more.
This is incredible death metal right here. Pestilence.
Oh, Pestilence, yes.
Man,
This is a really, really great album. One of my favorites.
For a
Common
second, dude,
Sense.
my eyes suck. I thought
Yeah.
that was Animal Eyes.
Yeah.
And then
Consuming Impulse is one of the best albums that, you know.
Hellhammer's a badass
But
drummer.
another one, Disinvolvement. It's kind of hard to see. Disinvolvement.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with
it's
that.
like the Black Album.
Yeah, if you like My Dying Bride, but much darker, this is where to go.
Like My Dying Bride. Hey, Laura Ken, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Anyway, if you guys are late to the party, which for some reason the number of viewers keeps increasing. This is Chris
Interesting.
Furney from the podcast Ethno Furney. He is also he happens to be my cousin and my first drummer and a fucking lunatic.
A legend. I'm much calmer than I used to be, believe me.
Yeah.
I used to put on quite the show on the drums. I can't do that anymore. I'm starting to get old.
So, Chris, you were listening to like black metal and death metal before, like they were even before CDs. I mean, like when nobody.
There were just records and tapes. Exactly.
They weren't even records.
Yeah.
They were like fucking 7 inches.
Yeah, I've got an incredible collection of 45s too, of old death metal, black metal, thrash metal, speed metal, old metal, and hardcore.
Where would you get those at?
You can get them through record labels and stuff, and it used to be dirt cheap. They used to be like $2, $3 a record. Those same ones that went for $2 now go for like $6 or $7 nowadays.
Oh, okay, cool.
Chris
You
knew
actually
Digby before we were born.
So you would actually just like contact the record labels and be like, "Hey, can you get?"
Oh my God! I've been contacting record labels since the late '80s.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Literally writing to them and calling them up. I mean, this is back like '87ish. I started doing that.
Yeah.
But speaking of '87, that ties into this lovely classic.
I know that record.
One of the best King Diamond albums out there.
That's a fantastic record right there, man. That one.
Yeah, it is.
It had a Conspiracy after that. The Eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the King stuff.
And now we're getting to the really, really rare death metal. Like trying to get it so everybody can see. This is Babylon Said. This is kind of like death metal with Rush type influencing. Very, very technical. It's like a death metal Genesis with out Peter
What?
Gabriel.
That sounds.
It is. It's
awesome,
very
actually.
technical. A lot of time
Babylon.
changing and everything.
Oh, you were talking about this earlier.
Yeah, this is one of my rarest classic early 90s death metal albums. This is extremely rare.
Where are they from?
They're from, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to see where it says. They're from like Sweden or something like that, or not Sweden. Correction, somewhere around those countries up in Northern Europe.
Scandinavian.
Yeah,
Babylon.
I mean they don't. And the funny part, if no, this one isn't the one that has their picture. If you look at what they look like glam rockers in this album.
Huh.
It's interesting.
Well, I need to check that out. That actually sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely check them out.
They're Rush influence, like the proggy stuff.
It's proggy type. Yeah, it's very time. There's a lot of time changing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of time changing in black metal and death metal, and the band that became black metal, here's the death metal version of Dark Throne, my all-time favorite Dark Throne. This is, I love these guys as much as I love Iron Maiden. These guys are awesome.
Didn't you used to have a poster of them? Like, there's like a figure.
Well, yeah, I still do. I've got like posters and everything. I'm a huge fan of these guys. I mean, it's like comparing like to the missus. She's a huge fan of Mayhem, whereas I'm a big fan of Dark Throne.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
We got a lot
And
of
then
comments.
the black metal collection I've got is just intensely crazy as well. I mean, I couldn't even tell you the numbers of CDs, tapes, records. Just, the only thing I don't have of death metal and black metal is what do you call it? 8 tracks.
Oh yeah, they're
Metal
cool to see. Yeah.
I would be a millionaire if I actually had an 8-track with Cannibal Corpse, because that would be rare.
Yeah, no kidding.
But this is,
I mean, oh wow.
this is one of my favorite Immortal.
Yeah, it's more. Yep.
CD.
Crabcore.
Yeah.
That Abbott.
Yeah, it's Abbott when he was much younger. This is their 3rd release.
Yeah,
You had solo records, right? Like when it was on those
the
shitty-
I, it's called.
Yeah.
And it's really good. If anybody listens to the first I album, it's really a great CD. Or vinyl if you can find it.
Do you know Flesher?
What's that?
Eddie Head says check out Flesher. I don't know that band.
Flesher. No, neither do I. Now Joe, we'll get into the really, really, really rare black metal / ambient. This is my all-time favorite dark ambient of all time. This is Darkness and Shrouds. This is a very good friend of mine's work. His name is Michael Ford.
Darkness and Shrouds. Where are they from?
Darkness and Shrouds. This is my my friend Michael Ford's band. I mean, he's more of an acquaintance than a friend. I mean, I've known him for ages. He's from right here in New York, I believe. If I remember correctly, he's from New York. I could be wrong. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Dude.
I kind of dig a lot of the black metal ambient type stuff too.
Yeah, this is like extremely rare. This CD is no longer available, actually.
Hey,
And
Chris,
I first got this CD. It was like 4 months or 5 months after it was released. I found it used over at a store called Listen Up in North Utica.
I remember that place.
Yeah. Yep. But
Chris
yeah, this
Furney
CD
here
is
with the obscure black.
extremely, like I said, it's extremely hard to get. I mean, I've got the cassette to this too.
Look at this. We have our first troll, Chris.
Oh,
Here's
nice.
Here's your first troll. This guy, I don't even know how the fuck to say his name. You have zero
Okay.
views, which isn't true. And then he says something hilarious. Who the fuck is
What's that?
Tatiana? And you spelled best wrong.
Huh.
Dream of music is not real. Well, that's fucking true.
It's not real.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know.
Wait,
pretty-
what's not real?
I don't know, but Mizzy Foley wants to know where, what part of Utica you live in.
Foley?
Oh God, don't do the last name thing.
No, I'm saying, that name sounds familiar, but
Mizzy, give us your whole fucking lineage so Chris can discern like what family.
no, that's okay. No, that's okay.
All right, let's see here. Jace Clifford, where's the Venom?
Oh, Venom.
I have the first and second albums, LPs. They're somewhere in a wall of LPs. It looks like a library wall of books, but it's LPs.
This troll says Kurt Cobain is crying for this. Kurt Cobain is not crying. He's decomposing because he's shot.
I was going to say he's probably decomposing now. He probably looks like the Grateful Dead.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Kurt Cobain had good aim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better than his vibrato.
That's funny.
Sybil Kibble, New York Girls. What the fuck is that, Jason?
Here we go. Vampiric black metal. These guys are called Vlad Tepes. Or Tepes.
I can't read that shit.
Yeah, it's very dark. That's the thing with a lot of black metal albums. They like to use dark theme stuff, like, well, maybe this one might work. It's a good thing I collect this band's stuff.
Chris, you need to check out Flesher, apparently. Eddie Head, who's an expert on music. He likes Witherfall.
Oh.
So he says Flesher is in the Midwest.
Yeah, I'll definitely Flesher. I'll definitely check it out. Sure. Yeah, I was going to say, it's tough to show some of the CDs I have because pretty much... Oh, here we go. Here's a good example of really interesting black metal. This is a chick black metal band.
What year was that?
This is last year. This was released. It's demos.
It's a newer one. Yeah.
It's for demos.
Stuff,
What's that?
It's all her, right? Probably. I would
Yeah. It's one woman black metal band.
Right. Yeah,
they're the label's from Germany actually. This is what do you call it? Import of course, and it's hand numbered copy. Let me see if I can zoom into the
Jason, shut up.
Hand numbered.
I would love to see Ann Wilson front a black metal band. That
would be amazing.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I like this guy's joke. He says Kurt Cobain's music is mind blowing.
Yeah, I like that too. Who is that?
Wow.
Hey Chris, we just got a little feature. Give me a second here. Everybody stand by.
Oh, that's too funny.
What was that? Gen X? Who?
Yeah, that was Jenny. Yeah, that was. Did you see John playing guitar?
That was John.
That was John. Yeah.
The funny thing is, you guys weren't even doing drugs. That's what makes it all really fucking hilarious.
Well, the other thing that makes it hilarious too is the fact that how wild I was back then. Like I said, I'm so calm now; it's not even funny.
You're fucking really calm.
I'm getting old, dude. I got gray hair and doesn't look too gray, but it's getting there.
Jason says we do a ripping cover of Barracuda, Jake.
That's too funny. I
So-
don't know if Chad said anything to Cliff yet about me and Chad working on the black metal project, Doom black metal project.
Doom black metal?
Yeah, it's pretty much we're gonna do like a really doomish black metal type thing.
How does that
Like I
work?
said, we've been working on it. It's been like in the works. It's just, and we've gone through a few people, a few guitarists, but eventually
No,
it'll get
it's-
together and we'll be doing something.
Describe the music. What is Doom black metal?
Well, if anybody's ever heard of Ancient Wisdom, they're doom black metal. Let me see. Damn it. In the Woods. That's another one that's like doomish black metal. I mean, these are older bands. These are like second generation black metal from the early 90s.
Yeah, Chris. Well, what do you feel about like bands like Watain and stuff like that? Because those ones I like. There's a lot of melody and stuff with it too, but it retains the black metal. But I know a lot of people are also kind of like, maybe they're not true TRVUE or however the fuck they TRVE black metal.
Yeah, true black metal. I've heard some of the stuff. Wu-Tang would be considered what they call commercial black metal.
Commercial
black metal.
Yeah, they call that commercial. Like Demi Borger and all them, they call those commercial black metal bands. Like
I think Watain
and
a little bit more on like the traditional side of black metal than Demio, because I think Demio does like the whole symphonic type stuff.
yeah, they're very orchestral. Yeah.
And then Watain has some pretty cool songs actually, but it also, there's the production quality is a lot better. I know that's maybe why people listen to black metal. I don't want to put it down for that reason, but
Kind of. Yeah.
it's like it's a little more polished.
Yeah, that's the best way to say it, polished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like
But
it's kind of
obviously
like
true black metal fans are not a fan of them.
you got me thinking now because like there's like I'm over exaggerating the number, but there's millions of black metal bands and death metal bands that go through my head. It's like, wow, which one's which? You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a band called Agalock that I also really like. I think they're out of
No, nice.
Oregon. Do you know them?
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I have heard of them.
Do you know this band Liebach, Chris?
Where have I heard Liebach before?
Sybil seems to think you would know.
Wow, yeah, I've heard of them, but yeah.
Let's see, how about Mutilation from France?
Wait, which one? Yeah.
It'd be funny if there was just like a stock website where they all get like their semi-satanic, like black and white imagery.
Well, a lot of bands in black metal like to use the atomic bomb or hydrogen bomb for their covers.
Really? That's the first I've seen of that actually for the black metal. I mean, I'm not anywhere near really
a lot of the older stuff, but you can't tell because it's all they fuck with the image. It's just a big pile of white shit against a black background. Rumpus.
Yeah. That's funny.
What's Inhumatus is playing in Utica. I don't know who that is.
Inhumanus. That's Chad.
Oh.
That's Chad. Chad's the singer of Inhumanus. Yep.
I remember he had a band called Third Angel, and they had
Third Angel. Yes.
They had a song, "Cones Tomorrow," about traffic cones. They're gonna take over the world, and they had they had like if Type O Negative turned into like My Dying Bride.
Kinda, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, the song titles were like "Let's Make Love Till We Die," and
it's funny.
They were the only like band in the area like trying to do like that old style of extreme metal. They were like writing.
There we go, Jake. One of the first second generation black metal bands from Italy, Evo.
Wow, dude, that is what year was that? That
early 90s. Here's what they looked like.
And what label was that on?
Originally, I'm gonna say originally was on. It might have been on Hammerheart, but now it's on. Where is it?
Is that an
Sometimes
original from the 90s?
no, this is a remake. This is a re-release,
Okay.
but it is from the 90s. You know, from the 90s.
Wow. Yeah.
The
Nice.
90. Yeah, here we go. This one here is from 93. See, it's
That's
hard to see
probably-
because it's dark.
And the label's probably like one of those
Let me
ones where
try
it was like,
something.
a guy in his bedroom type deal.
Yeah.
There we go. Even though there's the
Wow.
light flashing.
Well, man.
Yeah, I've
you
got
know
a
what?
lot
To
of
all the
early
fans
90s
out there
black
that are
metal.
into black metal. You've got this one covered.
I've got a lot. Yeah, see, this is better. You can see it sort of. I don't want to glare the light.
Yeah.
This is what your podcast should be, Chris. Just you talking about crazy old black metal shit. Nobody else is doing it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good. I'll get there with that. Oh yeah, that's in the plans to do. Definitely.
Jesus, your collection of black metal is insane. Do you have an Ingve shirt
Yeah,
on?
it is. It's a lot of really, really awesome old black metal from like the 80s, the 90s.
Oh, it's Dungeons and Dragons. I thought that was a trilogy shirt. I was like, that's badass.
All right, here's
Eddie,
one that's gonna wow you, Jake. Not many people
Oh.
have this. I
Yeah,
bought this
which-
ages ago. From some guy named Jason that we were talking to.
That's cool, man. Which that's
My buddy Clifford. He's the one that got me the CD ages ago.
wow, right on.
Joe,
man.
have you ever seen this?
That's a
What
different
is
cover
that?
though, for sure.
It's
I mean,
the demos.
That's the
that's
demo?
the demo one. Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is all the demos.
Like I said,
No
I never
shit,
seen
Yep.
that
man.
fucking-
Yeah, Jay got this for me over at the old store.
That is a cool one, man. That's really cool.
Jason Clifford
Yeah, it's
says
like
you-
ultra rare because it's got the original
Yeah,
demos
wow.
on it.
What year did they release that? Was that when they were with Roadrunner?
80. These are the demos from 84, 85, 86.
Right, but when was that released though?
Trying to look for it now on the info. Yeah, July. Here it is. Rehearsal, July 84. Cassette tape, original release 84. And this is when they were called Mantis, by the way.
Right. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I've heard
Jack
some of those
Wilson.
demos, but I've never actually seen it.
Jack Wilson says
Yeah.
that demo was recorded in Antioch, California.
Yeah, because Chuck
Yeah.
went to San Francisco for a while, right? He went to California, I know,
Mhm.
and then he went back.
Right.
and
Yeah,
then,
he went
of
to
course,
California. Yeah, because he was from Florida or something. And
well, he did a
there
lot
we
of
go, you
stuff with
guys.
our
There's another one out of my rare collection. If I get the light not to shine. Mayhem and Dark Throne double CD.
Oh wow.
that's cool. That's rare as hell.
Yeah. Got a
Double
really, really
CD.
cool picture of them
Wow.
guys in the back. When, early 1990, 91-ish. It's Fedrez and, the other guys from Mayhem. And I'm going to say, what's the name from Satiricon wasn't in this, but Euronymous is right there next to Fedrez.
Yeah,
You
someone
know-
else mentioned Hellhammer on drums.
Yeah.
Show that picture, Chris. Show that picture again.
Yeah. Some of the stuff I got to look through. I'm trying to look as fast as I can, but some of the stuff that I own, the CDs and records that I own, I cannot put on the air because the covers are so gory. You know what I mean?
You know
I
what's
mean,
really
someday I'll show you some of that stuff, Jake, when you're down here. I'll show you some of the records that I got that are worth anywhere from
Yeah,
100
sounds
to
good,
like
man.
hundreds of dollars because they're so rare.
those black metal bands, they kind of look like a satanic Guns N' Roses, like in the photos. You know what I mean?
Kinda,
Like-
yeah.
Like all the Metallica wannabes when
Yeah,
Metallica's
they're all from
making it
Yeah.
in the
Metallica
They're all from
wannabe.
the 80s, though.
Metallica wannabe. That's funny. That's funny.
they look pretty
Yeah.
disgusting. Like they look like
All right,
a
here's
loose
a
group.
Here's a very rare Absurd album from Germany. This is the Absurd's demos.
Jeez, man.
The fuck is that?
They're a really, really crazy black metal band. They're insane. And this is only one of the projects. They're in other bands too, and their stuff is like, it's like really sick, brutal, destructive, insane black metal.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, these guys are violent as all hell.
It looks like it.
The music's very strange for black metal. It's definitely different. It's different. I'll say that much.
Looks like the vintage.
Trying to get excited. Hey. All right, can you see that?
It's like a snuff film photo shoot.
Yeah, these guys are nuts. If you understand German, then you'll hear their lyrics clearly, and it's like I said, it's violent.
What year was that? What was this? Early
late 90s.
Yeah.
About late 90s. I'm going to say if I know. Yeah, very interesting stuff. If you understand German, you'll be fine. If you don't, well, I don't know.
Well,
aha!
I got to run, but
aha! Talk about rare.
Mayhem.
Oh, wow.
No, who is that?
That's Euronymous before he died.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep, Mayhem. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Rosanna's
yeah, this
back.
one I just obtained not that long ago.
Night, Rosanna.
Very cool. All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right, Jake. I'm going to play some
guys.
clip.
You're going?
Cheers, man.
It's Don coming
For the black metal history lesson there. That was cool.
Mm.
I dug it. Cheers,
Absolutely.
guys. See you later, everyone.
All right, Jake.
Later, man. Hey, Chris, I'm going to play. I have something Don sent me, which is the birth of your show's name. Here, check it out for a second.
You should let Don Adams pick your name. He's an expert. See? There you go.
How about Hell hath no Furney?
Well, that's a mic drop right there. That's it. You hear that? That's your fucking podcast. All right, Chris. All right. Hey, we're out. We're back to the recording.
That was the
Oh,
moment.
that's cool.
That
That's great. That's great.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
So,
Joe, here's one that I was looking for you to check to see the cover of this one.
what's the name of that band?
This one is called Necro Goat.
Necrocoat.
Yeah, check out the cover on this. It's like a satanic altar.
Yeah. It looks like our last music video.
That's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to show you that. And then, of course, we're talking about the 7-inch 45s. This CD is basically a compilation of 45s.
Oh, really? So
yeah, Pest is really awesome. If anyone likes nuclear war black metal, that's old school. It's definitely old school, second gen.
Eddie Head wants to know your thoughts on Celtic Frost.
On what is it? Celtic Frost?
Yeah.
Awesome band. Awesome band. Then Hellhammer too.
Hellhammer.
That was the original Celtic Frost.
I'm gonna play another clip, Chris. Give me a second here. Good Lord. Anyway, we have a new song coming out on Tuesday. Hopefully,
What's
along
that?
with it. Yeah, song "Where Do I Begin?" That's why Don's not here. Don is actually cutting the video right now.
Nice.
Or else
Yeah,
he would be.
a few people were asking me when I was going to be like on the video things and stuff.
Yeah, well, you're here now.
Right. Well, this too. Yeah. But no, I'm saying like, when we went through the graveyard and stuff when Don was filming us driving through Forest Hill and everything, and
that's up to the whoever's cutting these videos.
I gotcha. And then I think Don did the video of when we were in the car, like right at my driveway or something.
I think so. I'm sure that'll make it. Eric, was awesome to meet you at Chris's show. Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? That was I was not drinking that night, so let's see. Well, look at this. My grandparents are at Forest Hill. I think all our grandparents are at Forest Hill.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, our grandparents are over at Calvary next door.
Oh, are they not the same?
Yeah, they're over in Calvary. They're over in the Calvary Cemetery.
I see.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyone have any further questions for Chris here?
Yeah. Are there any questions that I should be able to answer?
I'm gonna leave his link to his YouTube channel, so head on over there and subscribe.
Yeah, please and thank you.
Let's see here. All right. So we'll give you guys a few minutes to get in your final questions. We have some collector Witherfall beer cans for anyone doing super chats today. We'll ship also signed Witherfall wine bottles. Too bad there's no alcohol left in there.
It's funny.
All right, Chris, what do you think of Leviathan?
Leviathan. If I'm correct in my memory, they're from Ukraine, and they're pretty good. They're different. There's some crazy stories about that band. If I'm correct.
Like what?
I'd have to do some more research on that to confirm what I have heard through the grapevine about Leviathan.
What are the rumors?
The dude is like hated badly. I don't know. He's a Leviathan, I believe, is one of those how do you say that type of black metal name? Nazi.
What?
Yeah.
Nazis?
They're Nazi socialist black metal, I think. That's what I'm saying by rumors. I could be wrong, but there are other bands like that, Joe. There's Impaled Nazarene. They're Nazi socialist black metal.
What's a Nazi socialist?
That's what they call it, to be honest. They call it Nazi socialist black metal. NSBM.
That's weird. Because I think the Nazis
were weird.
They were fighting the socialists. They went to war with the socialists.
Well, actually, they're in history, you could see the Nazis were part of a different type of socialist ideology. It's kind of weird. I mean, that you remember, I'm like a historian of World War I, World War II, the Cold War. The Cold War. Anybody that wants to know some scary stories about nuclear tests, I've got the videos, I've got documents and everything proving the horrors of the nuclear tests.
This book?
Which one's that one? Oh, that's a good book, actually, about the rise and fall of the darkest times of Germany.
Yep.
I had that book, and then a friend of mine took it. She never gave it back.
Actually, I read that book when I was in your room when I was like 16.
Probably, yeah.
I bought a copy. If anyone wants to know like what happened leading up to
I got a really crazy story about that book. Well, not that one you've got, but the one that I had. The girl that stole that book from me is Jewish.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody should read that book, no matter who you are.
Yeah. I mean, you would think that she wouldn't want to steal it because she's, the ancestry of what happened, the horrors of the Holocaust. But there's deeper stories than that in history. If people really want to dig history, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Eddie
MK
Head,
Ultra.
Eddie Head has a question for you. So he's never dug into death and black metal very deep. Give him one band, one black and one death metal band that he should check out. Like if you're gonna get into it, like and do a little digging.
I'm trying to think. Because like I said, my head has so many bands in my head. It's crazy. It's hard to say because there's so many. If you want to see what the Swedish death metal scene is, I would start out with the first Entombed album, Left Hand Path. And then American death metal, I would start out, I don't know, with Deicide or something, or Morbid Angel. And then for black metal, definitely for black metal for the second generation, I would start out with Mayhem and Burzum and look at their history and then explore from there.
Yeah, I would say as someone that likes more melodic stuff, I would start out with Morbid Angel.
Yeah,
just because the guitar work is really good, and the vocals actually have multiple styles going on. At least,
yeah.
Hi, Kathy. Kathy owns a music store over there in near Hartford.
Oh yes. Hi, Kathy.
Let's see here. We have 8 minutes left, Chris. Is there anything else to talk about on your channel?
Well, I'm anticipating a band release from a band called Satan's Host. They're coming out with a CD after many years.
Satan's Host. What are they like?
Yeah. And yeah, absolutely.
Eddie Head says, of course, he's heard of Deicide and then
Angel. Well, I mean, those are like, the standards.
Yeah. Guy Barnes, the E-Rakes.
Trying to think on the top of my head,
Who's Antester? Do you know that band?
Nope, never heard of that band. The person I was asking about the black metal bands and stuff too. There's a band. There's a Swedish. Swedish death metal. Yeah, death metal band. It's an old school death metal, but it's new stuff. And if you want to check them out, they're called Carnal Savagery. They're coming out with some new stuff pretty soon too, actually. And like I said, and talking about Entombed, I mean, if you like Entombed in their first album, you'll probably like Carnal Savagery.
Are they melodic at all, or are they really like
old school death metal? Like it's like the old Entombed and Dismembered type stuff. It's really, really good in my opinion. I mean, they're really, really good. And I'm waiting for their new album to come out as well.
What's next for your show, Hell Hath No Furney?
Hopefully sometime this week. I'm gonna have one lined up. I'm hoping. Not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I gotta look through a bunch of my records again. It's kind of a process because you got I've got like thousands and thousands of titles, and LPs, CDs, and tapes. Eventually, I want to do stuff on tapes and CDs. There'll be plenty of episodes of those coming up because there's just tons and tons of stuff.
That's cool.
So
I think maybe you should start having some guests on your show.
I want to eventually. Yeah, I've got a few ideas. Definitely have a few.
You should have Bob Aquaviva.
Chad definitely is going to be one of them.
Yeah, Chad should be on there. Left-hand path.
Absolutely.
Left-hand path.
Yeah. Next time I'm on the show here with you, we should have Chad on with us. I'll have to have Chad come down.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
I've
Definitely.
heard Entombed. Yeah, Entombed is cool. Jack.
Yeah. Like anybody that likes Entombed, check out Carnal Savagery. Really, really good stuff. It's a bunch of older guys that got together and they did that band. They've got 3 or 4 albums now, and like I said, they're coming out with another one.
Let's see.
That's like one of the newer bands that I'm into now. That it kind of hit big, and so.
Let's see here. Jack Wilson, any touring plan coming up for the band? There's always stuff in the works, but you never know. You never know. I guess we're demanding.
True.
Eddie Head, any news on Opulent Pearl vinyls? Yeah, I mean they'll be. There's a few left. They'll be shipping. Hopefully with the rest of the product. Just want to let you guys know next week we are going to have another special guest, Evan Bradley. He does guitar transcriptions, guitar tab. Bands like Dream Theater and Devin Townsend. You can check him out at Evan Bradley Transcriptions. He's the guy that does all of our transcriptions. I'm going to comment his information. He will be on.
Joe, if anybody's wondering what I've been drinking, this is called the Liquid Death Mountain Spring Water.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
This stuff is great. It's really good water. It's water in a beer type can.
Water in a beer type can. See, you should be writing the ads for them. Let's see.
Yeah,
Jason,
right.
Looking forward to the new Witherfall and Sanctuary. I'm looking forward to the Sanctuary.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah, who knows? Eddie Head, that dude. Evan has great ears. He's actually a really good guitar player too. Check out his YouTube. I posted the link. Cool guy. We hung out. We actually hung out when we released the beer in Philadelphia.
Speaking of old beer, here's a vintage. Yeah, here's a vintage beer can we've had for, it was my grandfather's collection of cans.
What year is that can from?
This is from the 1960s or 70s. It's got the old top.
Is that full?
Top.
Is that
No. Look what Grandpa did. It was kind of smart. Grandpa was smart. He really knew how to keep certain vintage cans for his bar at the time.
We would have had a Mr. Beast moment. I would have had people pledge money for you to drink that fucking can.
Oh God. I don't know if a friend of ours is on listening to us, but he could definitely testify. I can't name any names, but he's probably laughing and smiling about this one. The time where one of his relatives, I'm going to say it like that, opened a can that they had from their relative's house that was at least 50 years old.
Oh, Jesus. It's probably still...
I'm going to say it was in North Utica. And like I said, somebody definitely will know who it is.
Well,
I was there, Joe. I literally watched him open the can and take a sip. This is 30 years ago, and that can was 50 years old then.
I believe it.
The crazy parties we used to. Oh God.
New Sanctuary dropping. Eddie, please, for the love of God, message Century Media and ask them when the new Sanctuary. And let me know what they say. Let's see, old pull tabs. Yeah, Botch.
Joe, I ought to try and find the old catalogs from Relapse.
Aren't they still around?
We should show those. The old first catalogs from Relapse Records.
Let's see. Uh-oh, Roger. Liquid death is a good way to get pulled over without fun. That's true. How's the rumpus?
That's funny.
The rumpus is very
That's
angry right now. Where you been,
What?
Rod? Yeah, the rumpus is a bit tough.
Huh.
Let's see here.
Funny.
Well, listen, our hour is up for the week, Chris. It's been a great
All right.
guest. Stay tuned and go over and check out the Hell Hath No Furney show over at his YouTube. The link is
please do, everybody, and thank you.
All right. Well, Chris, I'll be talking to you soon. Stand by for a second.
Sometimes the world no longer needs a hero. Sometimes what it needs is a monster. Sometimes the world no longer needs a hero. Sometimes what it needs is a monster.